So I want to do a review of cigarclub.com. They have sponsored me as I got lucky. But I promised them a video, so I'm going to do a video. Um, really straightforward and really cool. I've got two boxes here. This box right here that you'll see, I have, well, obviously they've both been opened. This one was bought by me from them at full price. Of this come with 5 cigars. Um, it was I can show you the 5 cigars that came with. Um, it was $45 for 5, and they have a $25 for 3. Uh, but they have sponsored me, so like I said, I purchased this box, and they sent me this box to do a review. Now, of course, these have been opened, and I took everything out. Just for convenience sake on me, I don't have a tripod. I'm recording from my phone. I told them I would do a video. I've had them for a while. These have been seasoned in my humidor for a while. Um, I do have others in my humidor. As you can see here, right there, I have a second humidor with infused cigars. And down here, I have other cigars that didn't come with any of this. But basically, what you get. Oh, and I want to mention since they did sponsor me, there is a code that you can use if you want to save 20% off your first box. Just use code CP20 when you go to checkout. It'll ask if you have a gift code or a referral code. It'll be a green button. May do a second video on the website showing all the things I'm about to go in detail about here. Now this box that I purchased about 4 months ago, and I haven't smoked one out of it yet. I can open it up and show you. I mean, they look the same. The only difference is the one that I purchased come with this. The one with 5 will come with the one that I purchased with 5 come with a green sticker, and the one that they sent me didn't come with a sticker on it at all, except for on the bottom, which shows my address, which I'm obviously not going to give away. They do use Boda, so your cigars come fresh. Now, when you sign up, or when you go to cigarclub.com, you take like a little palate test. So it asks you what kind of meat do you like. Do you like steak, fish, chicken, whatever. What kind of alcohol or alcoholic beverage do you like? Are you a wine person, bourbon, scotch? What do you drink? Do you drink? Dessert, do you like dark chocolate? Do you like milk chocolate? Do you like ice cream? What do you eat for a midnight snack? Popcorn, whatever. And very extensive, and it doesn't take long to complete, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, but they pretty much get you. I mean, they want to know how long you have to smoke a cigar, whether it be from 30 minutes all the way up to a couple of hours. They ask you, do you want to stay with mild to medium, medium to full, only full, or do you want to explore the realm because you're currently developing your palate? Me personally, I kind of know what I like, and I like the more medium, mild to medium side. So in the 5 box that I actually purchased, you get, like I said, it comes with something. You'll get a bag like this, Now this bag is, like I said, I've already pre-opened it. It's just for time, but you get a bag. Now this bag has been tested by Bovida, and the boba, it'll keep them fresh for a long time. If you don't have a travel humidor or anything like that, you can use the boba pack, stick it in this bag, and this bag will actually hold a pretty good amount of cigars. Like, you can probably fit up to 10 cigars in there if you wanted to. I mean, if you arranged them right, you could probably fit up to 10 cigars in this bag. They always throw in if you're like a first time customer or a first time buyer, they give you a V cutter, which I don't have here. It's over here in my thing. I didn't get it out, but it's not anything extravagant or anything. It's something that you would pick up for maybe like a couple bucks or something at a B&M. They always throw a little treat in the box that I got. There was like a little bar in here. It was like a fruit bar. I've never seen it before. I want to say it was probably something that come from Europe. Maybe it was like a gelatin fruit chewy type thing. It was okay. I ate it. It wasn't very big and it was sweet. So, and the box that they sent me to do a review on was they had a box of Cracker Jacks with the little prize inside, like, you used to get, or you can still get, but like I remember as a kid. They always throw something like that in there. Like I said, the bag, that works good. I've actually kept the boba pack in this bag. If I can get this bag open with one hand, maybe bear with me, and I'll get it open. It seals pretty tight. As you can see down in here, it's foil, like a coffee bag, I guess. I should be able to turn it upside down and shake it, and you get a little boba pack in there, a little boba 69. Nothing huge, nothing like the, excuse me, nothing like the, it's a boba 4 gram is what they put in there, but I've got the 60 grams. In my humidor, I keep 2 in each one, which is more than enough for how big they are, but, with Bovida, the more packs that you have in your humidor, the longer they last. And in the bag that they come in, which is very similar to this bag over here, it actually says that these Bovida packs will stay fresh for years. They're ready to use, no activation needed, don't eat it, don't cut it, tear it, anything like that. These are not expensive. These are not as expensive as you think they are. Like a 4-pack of the 60 gram, which you've seen are like way bigger than that. Were like $16, which is pretty good considering that. And the more you keep in your humidor, the longer they last. And the last one that I had was a 72, and I had it in a similar humidor. These are just a Tupperware type container that you can get at Walmart. They're not expensive, but they're not the cheap ones. They're not the $5 ones. These are actually, I think they're around $10 for 2 of the big ones. I actually ended up buying 2 boxes that come with a set. They are airtight on the seal. Right here, there's like an O-ring gasket that seals them up pretty good. So they're wonderful for holding humidity, and they'll outdo a wooden humidor any day, in my opinion. Although it's cool to have a wooden humidor, and I plan on getting one pretty soon. But you'll get a card saying that it was handpicked for you, and it'll be signed. Take a moment to read it. Says no one else in the world is holding what you have in your hands. is picked and assembled by one of our cigar experts based on your unique taste profile. Take a moment to work through what we found for you. We think you'll love what's in this box. If you do, let the whole world know. Post, tweet, Insta, whatever. If you don't love our box, let us know. We'll make it right. Thank you for being a member of CigarClub.com. We appreciate you trusting us to help you find the perfect cigar. Enjoy. And like I said, you'll get a card like that. You'll have some kind of treat. It's always different. It's never the same. If it's your first box, you'll get a little cutter, a V cutter, and you'll also get these cards that'll tell you what come in the box. Now, this is the box that they sent me, and this one is the Virginia Farms Breakfast Blend, the M. Bombay Classic, and the Comfortably Numb Volume 1 by Espinosa. And it tells you the vitola, the size, the strength, origin, what kind of wrapper, the binder, the filler, and the tasting notes, which I like because, when you pick up a cigar, you don't really know how it's going to taste, but, and everybody's palate's different. So, coffee, cedar, earth, sweetness, and spice. That sounds good. And this one, wood, spice, and cream. And the one that I dropped to the floor, breakfast blend, cedar, leather, and cream. Now, on this box, I chose, I only want to stick with a medium. I don't want to go, I don't want full strength cigars because on this box that I actually paid for, I chose, send me whatever I'm opening. I'm open to developing my, my palate. But like I said, I kind of already know what I want. And these cigars right here are kind of right up my alley. That's kind of where I like infused cigars. I like coffee and all that stuff. So actually, they're actually right here. These three actually came in the same bag. And these, so we'll just move these right here. So these three come in the first, or in the one that they sent me. This is what I bought. This is another Oliva, a 601, hair of the dog. I can't remember the name. It's got the keys on it. I can't remember the name of it. And this is the Southern Draw Kudzu. I do have the tasting notes for these somewhere, and I will find them. But basically, it's kind of like, it kind of went from, this one, of course, I know I have smoked this one before, and it's a great cigar. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's a little full for me. It's kind of on the heavier side. You're going to want to smoke this after you eat a meal, at least for me anyway. Everybody's different, and everybody can handle their cigars just like everybody can handle their liquor differently. And let me throw this Boveda pack back in here. Sure it gets down in there. And I do these videos raw, and because that's how I want them to be done. I don't want to do jump cuts because I don't want people thinking, oh, you pull these out of here just to come with that. And of course, in here, you get the same bag. The Boveda pack that was in here, I don't have it in here anymore. I have it somewhere else. And this one was handpicked by Matt, I believe. So you get the same card that was in here. I think a different person actually picked the cigars for the box or whatever. And then, it says, welcome to your first box. Backside of it's blank. And in your first box, you will get a card that tells you how to enjoy a cigar. So it'll tell you how to cut it, how to light it, how to smoke it, and how to observe it. They're, it's not a, you know, a bad deal. I mean, there's a lot of crap going on now around YouTube, and people want to know. I'm fairly big on Quora. That's where my main fan base comes from. Now, people want to know, is it as dangerous to smoke a cigar as a cigarette? And I just want to put this out there. When you smoke a cigarette, it is chopped up pieces of tobacco that literally look like the little cardboard pieces that they put in here. And I would imagine these are shavings off of when they made the boxes or something. And they fill them full of chemicals. They're full of chemicals and, of course, nicotine, and just horrible for your health. I used to smoke. I quit. I've been quit for about 6 months now. Cigarettes anyway. But with a cigar, here's the thing about a cigar. None of this stuff. Okay, so the tobacco, that you pick any cigar that's on this table. You can pick any cigar that's in this humidor right here. And there's like Oliva O. I believe it's a sun-grown. The Banker. Great cigar. This is the Undercrown Maduro by Drew Estate. This is a Romeo Julieta 1875 Reserve. And these are Padrones. Like I said, now you cigar smokers are going to know those Padrones are strong. That's kind of why, they're still in there. But hey, let them age. One day I'll smoke them. But what I do want to say about a cigar, everything about a cigar that's a premium cigar that comes like this is all tobacco. There's no paper. There's no chemical. Like, this tobacco leaf that is on the outside was grown, picked, hung up, dried, cured, and then rolled. And the same goes for the filler and the binder, or the binder and the filler. They're all straight tobacco leaves. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, I want to pick the biggest cigar that I have laying out right here, and it's either going to be this one here, this one right here, or this one here. As far as ring gauges go. And I'm going to say to make this cigar, it would take no telling how many cigarettes it would take to make that. And you're like, oh, that's bad. Well, there's no chemicals in here. Now, the only thing this has in it is like probably like a sugar water type thing they used to glue the cap on, and tobacco. And nicotine is found naturally in the tobacco plant, just like CBD and THC is found naturally in the cannabis marijuana plant, whatever you want to call it. Some people like to call it cannabis marijuana. It doesn't matter. It's a chemical that's found naturally in the plant. These, you're like, oh, that's going to pack a heck of a... But some of them do, because you're going to get the nicotine just by absorbing it through the salivary glands in your mouth. But you do not inhale these. These are like savor the flavor. Like, you smoke it, you kind of... Like, go back to where I showed you the card and how it said to, like, observe. You never inhale one of these, because if you do inhale one of these, you're going to cough until you vomit. I can guarantee you that. And, yeah, you don't want to inhale. So, you can smoke all these in the same session, and you're going to be fine. I mean, the nicotine content is high in these, don't get me wrong, but that's if you were to inhale them, and you don't. So, you know, there you go. You don't inhale them, therefore you don't get the full nicotine. Uh, they're great. I mean, it's a luxury type thing, I would say. It's totally uh, a luxury. I'm not saying that cigars cost money. That's obvious because it's tobacco and it's taxed. It has to be, it has to be taxed. There's no doubt about it. So you're always going to have that. And then you got your manufacturers like AJ Fernandez. They make like My Father and Padron, Drew Estate. All these major, great companies that make good cigars that are premium quality. Of course, you're going to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for that premium quality. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. You're going to have to pay for premium quality. But, you can get a great stick for like $5 is what you're going to pay. $5 to $8 for a stick is an okay cigar. And then you're going to find cigars that are way up there. I mean, you can Google it. I mean, you can get cigars that cost thousands of dollars, but that's not for me, not anytime soon. But like I said, this video is most likely going to go to YouTube and Instagram, and I will have the code, like I said at the beginning of the video. If you want to save 20% off, you can use my code CP20 to save 20% off your first box. When you sign up, you can just do it monthly. So if you get a box and you're like, okay, that was okay, but whatever, I don't want to do it anymore, you don't have to. And these are very well constructed boxes, by the way. They're extremely durable. Extremely. But if you don't like it, you can just order one. Most people do that anyway. Just go on there, use my code, get 20% off, get 3 of them. You save a little money. It help, I help you by saving. You help me by using my code. If you like cigars, anyway. I like the way they do this. This right here, this it looks like if you bought a box and you were to, the stamp. And then, of course, on it, you're going to have your Boveda stickers on there. And I like that you don't actually have to cut. This is actually held on by a little piece of tape. But if you do choose to stick around, which I would personally choose to stick around, but, like I said, my code is only going to get you 20% off your first box. And then, of course, you would have to go back to either paying the $25 or the $45. But, what I really like, the one more thing I want to add. If there's a cigar that you get in one of these boxes, you go to their website and you'll have a My Dashboard, and it's going to show you your box. And this is really quick. You'd think for somebody to go through your test your little questionnaire you took, and for them to actually get up and go handpick cigars and put them in a bag and put a Boveda in there and put a thing in there and a card and sign it, it would take forever. But I think I ordered this one on a Monday, and it was on the doorstep of my house on Wednesday. So it took like 2 days. This one, we shot some emails back and forth. I was like, hey, check me out over here. And he was like, okay. And then he checked me out. He's like, what do you want to do? I was like, send me a product review. If that's what you want to do. And he was like, that's cool. And once they got it in the making, and he was like, hey, send me your address or your email, whatever, and we'll look in your profile. We'll send you a box out. And he done that, and we were good in, I don't know, I think it took 2-3 days So it's not long. 2 to 3, like if you place your order like on a Friday, of course you have to count the weekends and stuff, but like if you ordered a box on a Monday, by the end of the week you're gonna have your box. That's no doubt about it. That's what I like. They're fast. Um, and another thing, if there is a cigar you don't like, on your dashboard it'll show you the cigars that they sent you, and it'll ask you like what you thought about it. Would you like to see it in a future box that you get, or something similar to it? And if you say no, you won't get a cigar like that again. And over time, it's like you build this relationship with them, and they get to know you so well that it doesn't matter. It's like they know you so well, they know exactly what to send you, and eventually they will be sending you cigars that you're gonna like. And you can go in there at any time and change anything on that quiz. You can retake it, you can change something on it, you can tell them you want more, uh, more full cigars, you're on the lighter side or on the heavier side, whatever you want. I mean, it's great, in my opinion. It's wonderful. So that is great that over a period of time you can actually build that bond with this company and they can send you the actual cigars that you love. But this is creeping up on 30 minutes, and it took way longer than I thought it was going to take. But I did ramble on a little bit here and there. So share this, and like I said, use my code. It saves money. Everybody likes to save a little money. But until next time, we'll see you. Have a good one.